Hello friends, I am Sailor Peach, and today I'm going to share 5 tips to keep in mind when playing Dead by Daylight. Now, I feel like these tips can apply to all players, whether new to the game or perhaps a seasoned veteran, so let me know what you think of them and of any other tips that you would share with players in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Play both sides. In Dead by Daylight, you will likely have a favoured side, whether that be survivor or killer, which is absolutely fine. However, it's also important that you can understand at least the basics of how the other side works. Playing both roles allows you to gain a deeper understanding of the game's mechanics, strategies, and also the difficulties that can be faced in each role. If you're a survivor main, what sort of plays will the killer try to force you into? How does their power work? And possible add-ons they could be using to enhance this. Then, as a killer main, you want to be trying to think of where survivors may run to and chase, where they may be a bit stealthy, which gens they may prioritise, and so on. Too often the argument of survivor versus killer sided game comes up when, in my opinion at least, both sides have their strengths and weaknesses. We just need to learn. Watch experienced players. Watching experienced players playing Dead by Daylight, whether that be on Twitch, YouTube, or any of the other platforms, can help you improve at the game without even realising it. You'll be able to see their decision making, perk choices, and overall approach to gameplay. Experienced players will often have a greater understanding of the intricacies of the game, including map layouts, perk synergies, as well as effective techniques that can be used. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've been lurking in a stream and the streamers mentioned, say, synergy between 2 perks that I wouldn't have thought of, or perhaps a good strategy for dealing with a particular killer, and I've then been able to put that into practice myself. Also, they make mistakes too. We all do. We can see the mistakes that they make and how they can work on recovering those mistakes in their gameplay. Experiment with perks. Games like Dead by Daylight will always have their meta perks, the perks that everyone seems to run that are generally considered as being overall strong. However, that doesn't mean that they'll be the best choice for you and whatever playstyle you prefer playing. For example, let's say your favourite thing as Survivor is chases. You're not going to get much use out of the likes of Prove Thyself, Hyper-Focus, Scavenger, are you? Experimenting with different perk combinations will allow you to discover combinations and synergies that complement your own playstyle and can enhance your experience in game. It can also help keep the gameplay fresh for you if you're not always using the same perks. Personally, I love using the feature on Nightlight for unique builds. This gives me an essentially random build to run every game and keeps me constantly thinking of new ways to get value out of my perks. Be prepared to adapt. Small scale, you need to be able to adapt game to game. As a survivor, this will be based on what killer you're up against, what sort of build are they running. Is it a gen pressure where you'll need to be able to prioritise your gens more? Is it an endgame build that will strike when you least expect it? And as killer, what kind of survivors are you going up against? Will they want more chases than the last script you played? Will they focus more on gens, more on saving? You'll need to adjust how you're playing in order to best go against this, and it will overall help you improve in your decision making from game to game. On a larger scale, Dead by Daylight has been going for over 7 years now. It is constantly being updated with new perks, new survivors, killers, perk changes, map changes, and more. So we'll always be learning new ways to play the game, and we just need to adjust as we go. Have fun. The final and most important tip I could give to anyone playing Dead by Daylight: have fun with it. At the end of the day, it is a game, and whilst getting better and winning games absolutely do contribute to your enjoyment of a game, let's no lie about that, don't sweat the wee things. If you're playing Survivor and get hard tunneled out right from the get-go, it sucks, no one will deny that, but take a breather, move on to your next game, and hopefully things go better. Equally as killer, you're having a rough game, getting completely bullied and frustrated, don't give up. Work on what you can get done that game, try to improve on the little things, and then take those on to your next games. Having fun with the game, you'll be more likely to get creative with how you're playing, try out those new perks, and like say give those meme add-ons a try on killer. Keeping a positive mindset with the game can absolutely be difficult, especially when you'll always have people in the endgame chat with something negative to say. However, you can only control what you say, Remember to treat other players with respect. Both sides of the game can feel as much frustration and disappointment as the other. If you end up feeling really wound up with the game, there's no harm in just stopping playing too. Put your enjoyment first, maybe go play a different game, go chill out. Honestly, it's not worth the stress. And that is all the tips that I have to share for Dead by Daylight. I hope that some of those have been able to help. Enjoy your time playing Dead by Daylight, try new things out, and most of all, have fun and look after yourselves.